So the future of energy storage, in my mind, there's like multiple pieces to it. The first thing is, and if you're talking from a power company perspective, they always talk about behind the meter or in front of the meter. The behind the meter stuff is like in your house or in your building. So managing the power consumption so it's not so spiky. So it's leveled out, smoother, easier to deliver. That's going to be a piece of it. And that's been going on for a long time. You hear terms smart buildings and things like that. So there's going to be a piece of it that's focused around that. And that's kind of on the consumption side, consuming it smarter. And then the other piece is going to be basically how existing power plants, I'll say, can introduce storage. And I'll say that's a unique concept to Powerphase because I don't think I've ever heard of it before until we came up with it. Everybody thought of a gas burning power plant as a gas burning power plant and that's just going to go away. My thought is, hey, you put the several $100 million of investment in the power plant, why not convert it to a storage plant and cut half your costs of building a storage plant? And that's actually one of the efficiency elements, cost efficiency elements to our system is we use something that's existing. And then, I do believe batteries and devices like that are going to play a big role. And you asked, how does that affect the renewables? Co-locating stuff with the renewables. How, the curtailment of the renewables. I was mentioning how you overbuild solar so that you maximize your economics on the output of the plant. As energy storage comes along, you wouldn't be wasting that 40 megawatts in the middle of the day on that perfect day from your 74.99 megawatt solar plant. You'd be storing it. So it'll change things because of that. Today it's still a dream because I'll just give you an example. In Florida, in southern Florida, FPL is putting in a large battery project. And I might get the number wrong. It's a 400 megawatt 1 hour battery or 400 megawatt 2 hour batteries, which is a huge battery project. That's huge as far as batteries go. And it's replacing a power plant that was there that put out, say, 400 megawatts continuously, used to. But because of all this renewable energy load management issue, they've realized that, and their gas turbine went from running 8,000 hours a year to not running very much at all. They realized that if they can only put 2 hours of energy out at that 400 megawatts, that more or less provided the functionality that old gas burning plant would provide. So it works. But to me, that's solving a small niche problem. When people think about energy storage, I'm sitting here looking across the way at what looks like a plume coming out of a stack over there. So it's probably a coal plant. And having the ability to store the excess that otherwise might be curtailed, or that's going to play a major role in getting more renewable energy on the grid.